Several firsts here today. The first time a sitting US president has attended oral arguments at the Supreme Court. And this is the first time that the High Court has weighed the legal merits of President Trump's immigration policies. Policies so central to his agenda that he signed an executive order restricting birthright citizenship on his first day in office. The order argues that babies born on US soil to undocumented immigrants and temporary foreign visitors without a parent who's an American citizen cannot be Americans. The executive order was immediately hit with lawsuits and lower court rulings blocking it from taking effect, and now the country's highest court will decide. Mr. Trump has said that birthright citizenship was meant only for the babies of slaves after the Civil War, and his lawyers argue that unrestricted birthright citizenship leads to so-called birth tourism, where pregnant women travel to the US to give birth so that their baby can have American citizenship. But the Chief Justice seemed skeptical.
We're in a new world now, as Justice Alito pointed out to, where 8 billion people are one plane ride away from having a child who's a U.S. citizen.
Well, it's a new world. It's the same Constitution.
The justices also had vigorous questions for the lawyer for the American Civil Liberties Union, but she found notably less resistance in her defense, inspiring confidence of a presidential defeat.
I was especially gratified that President Trump was sitting a mere 6 feet away from me, and I hope that he was schooled in the importance of birthright citizenship. I am confident that we will win this case and that the future of this country will be determined by our Constitution, by our civil rights statutes, and not by the whim of a president who wishes to wipe away hundreds of years of precedent.
Just after the oral arguments concluded, President Trump posted that the US is the only country in the world stupid enough to allow birthright citizenship. In fact, the US is one of more than 30 countries that confer citizenship at birth with no conditions, according to the Library of Congress. Now, a victory for the president here would have sweeping practical consequences, stripping citizenship from some 200,000 babies born each year, according to the ACLU. And that would have a disproportionate effect on Asians who are in the country lawfully, at 41 births per 1,000 Asian immigrants, according to a new study from Duke University. But the justices seem skeptical of the administration's arguments. If the justices choose to rule against President Trump, it will be the second major loss of his second term. They already axed a central part of his tariff agenda. The court's expected to deliver its decision by the end of June or the beginning of July. For CNA, I'm Kate Fisher in Washington.